Hello Leo, welcome to the channel. I hope you're all doing well and thank you for your likes, shares and subscribes. Please remember this is a general reading. It won't resonate with everyone. But if you look at your moon and rising signs, these messages might suit you better. And we have impatience. Impatience, perfectly normal human feeling. We're feeling impatient. Things might be taking too long here to come to fruition. Complacency, and we're feeling complacent. We're feeling we're losing our mojo here. We're not doing anything. Now, it can be because we're not doing anything that we are feeling impatient, but there's a bittersweet feeling to this. Now, you could have been through something here that's a bittersweet victory. So there's a feeling of loss. You might have had to compromise somewhere along the line, and it's knocked the stuffing out you. You're feeling you've lost your mojo, and it's caused a lot of impatience in you. So let's have a look and see. I feel as if just wait a minute, we'll get the tarot and see before I say anything else. You might have to find a compromise here, some of you, to get to where you want to be. If you're getting impatient about something, you might have to compromise somewhere along the line, because sitting doing nothing isn't really going to help the situation. Okay, thank you, Spirit, for that clarity. Let's see what the cards say. The Ten of Swords, the Six of Wands. You see there's where I'm, yeah, see the Judgment Call. Thank you. See, that's why I love listening to Spirit. The Lovers card. Now, this can be choices or it can be Gemini energy. It can obviously mean lovers, but it can be dealing with a Gemini or somebody with Gemini in their chart. The Moon. Overall central energy. It makes sense. The Queen of Swords here. Yeah. The Nine of Wands. The King of Swords. There's a conversation there. Yeah. And the Page of Cups. Now, at the moment, we're not seeing the way forward. At the moment, we're just fed up. We're sitting there. We're not seeing things clearly. We're being a bit complacent about things. We're not doing anything at all. Now, we need to think here about our happiness. Now, this might involve an apology. It could be an apology for someone or somebody coming through with an apology. You could be making an apology. But we're needing to think about our happiness here. And what's happened here is we've been through very, very challenging times that have weighed heavy on us. We're fed up with the disappointments. We're fed up with the challenges here. It's knocked the stuffing out of us, like I said earlier. You're definitely feeling it now. You've been through a lot of challenges here. It can feel like one thing after another. And it's weighed heavy on your mind. And you're just lying there. You can see he's lying there. If I say he or she in this reading, it's not a gender-specific reading. I'm talking about the energies on the cards here. But you can see he's lying there and he's had enough. And that's what's causing the complacency, the impatience to move on to success. We're done. Basically done here. So these are all karmic lessons you've learned. The challenges you've been through, you've grown as a soul person. And you've got a lot of knowledge from going through this situation, such as it is. Now, like I say, we need to look at our happiness here. And we need to think about how we're going to move on towards success, how we're going to gain our clarity. We need to listen to our intuition here. Now, this could be a conversation between two people that needs to take place. And it's an intellectual conversation. It's a strategic conversation. It's a situation that will move this on. It will move you on. Now, this can feel like you might have to compromise, find a middle path here. There's a bittersweet victory here. It's going to feel like there's a sense of loss. You might have to agree to things that you don't feel are initially fair, but it's the only thing that's going to move you on. So there could be a conversation here. There could be advice that you need to seek from a professional person, or it could be you listening to your intuition and listening to your heart chakra here, and deciding that there's apologies needed somewhere along the line, or that you're gaining the clarity you need through being compassionate about your life in general. You're making strategic decisions here to cut people and situations out your life that no longer serve you, or you're making it clear here, you've got the clarity and you're making it clear the path you want to go down and you're communicating it. And when you're making these decisions, these are decisions that you will never go back on. Now, this could be divorce for some people or single life, definitely. But what we're doing here is we're making a major judgment call, and Spirit is trying to shake you out of this complacency that's needed. and wanting you to make this judgment call. The angels are trying to connect in with you here. Now, this judgment call is a major decision that you're going to be making. That's going to feel, to move you forward, you could feel as if you're losing here rather than gaining. You're not getting everything you want out of this. But the point is, we have to focus on what we're coming out with here and not what we're leaving behind. And this judgment call will release you from the complacency that you're feeling. You're impatient about things aren't going well. It will release you. This is a major judgment call. Now, this could be deja vu situations that you're dealing with over and over again and you're fed up with it. It could be people from your past coming back. If this is the case that we're challenging, if this is the case, use the knowledge you've gained here. People could come back and apologise. There could be people coming back to apologise, or they're thinking about coming back to apologise here. You could be dealing with a younger person as well here. But what we're doing here is we're reflecting on the knowledge we've gained, and we're using the information we've gathered and the things we've learned in life to make the right judgment call for you. And that's highly important. We reflect on that because that's what this was all about, learning our lessons here. Now, we're going to go forward towards success. We're going to move on towards more successful times. We're making good choices here. Now, this could be to do with your relationship. There could be, you could be moving on to a new relationship for some of you, definitely. Or it's making way for better relationships coming forward if your challenges have been in that area. So, like I say, Gemini energy here. There could be a new opportunity for love coming in the future. But this is you being successful and moving forward. He's moving on. He's a 6. He's moving from the 5s. Bittersweet is a 5 here, is a 5. And that's the change. 5's a change. And then we make the judgment call and we move forward towards success and victory, which is the 6s. So you have got what it takes. This is a major decision to move yourself forward. We need to get our mojo back here. We need to start to think about our happiness. We need to put the disappointments behind us and use the lessons that we've learned to move us on, to make good decisions. And he's very successful. He goes on to achieve things, and there's public recognition for your achievements here. And when we get to 6s, this is just more success and victory that will come forward. So we're going to have to come out of this place of complacency and doing nothing. We feel as if we've been battered down, definitely, but we need to find a middle ground here that will move us forward. And there might be, very hard decisions that need to be made here to move us on. So if you're impatient for change, you're impatient for victory, you need to listen to your intuition here and take a step back and start to make good, solid intellectual choices towards moving on. And when we make these decisions, things will become clearer. You'll start to move forward because the moon turns into the sun and things move on. So it might be difficult just now. You might be feeling a bit fed up. You might be feeling as if you've not got the energy to go forward here. But, there's don't be frightened either to make these decisions. Because this moon card there can be fear attached to change here, about the outcomes. We don't need to know everything. We don't need to know what's happening next year. We just need to be dealing with the present here and finding the way forward towards, a more balanced way of living. To bring success in. Flourish. The lotus fairy flower tells you to learn from experience. That's what I'm saying. You see, make the judgment calls based on past experiences and shed your inner light on any unclear areas of your life or those of others. And that can be that conversation, getting the advice, the speaking up here, being clear about what you want to do and what your choices are to move on to successful times. I hope this helps. Please like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.